Just grabbing an interview with Mark Inskip and Dave Northfield following today's 2-0 defeat against Highworth here at the Erie. Skip, start with you. Obviously a disappointing result today, but as I say, it was a case of missed opportunities really, wasn't it? I mean, we had an absolute hatful of chances and they've taken theirs, so how did you see it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a reality check really, because we know we're a good side, but you have to give 100% in every game, which is really what our team talks have been for the last 4 or 5. You're only going to get out of games what you put in. I don't think I could really moan at the lads' effort and desire. They've worked their socks off, but sometimes you know it's not going to be your day before we've conceded. We've had enough chances there to win a couple of games, I think. It's just one of those, but I think we've got to learn quite quickly, because that's it's not the first time this season and it's not the first time this week we've been done by a sucker punch, long ball over the top, created a foot race and give a penalty away. Soft, but it was a penalty, you can't argue with that. And then of course you're chasing the game, and I thought they defended well. And sometimes you have to look at the opposition. It's all right sitting there moaning at yourselves for not doing this, not doing that, not taking your chances, but you have to give credit to Highworth, if I'm honest with you. They've come over here, they've got the goal, they've defended superbly, and at times played very well, and they got a second, but they could have had a third and a fourth towards the end. But one of those, and I'm not going to moan at the lads, they give 100%, they're gutted, we're gutted, but that's life.
Dave, 1 win in 5 now for us. What do you think that it is that's... Has anything changed within the dynamic of the squad, or is it just a case of we're just going for a difficult spell at the minute?
Yeah, I don't want to make excuses, so it's quite difficult. But we've got a couple of lads that have got knocks that are harmless, because we're in a bit of position. We've got lots of attacking players. You know, we've got enough fullbacks to cover the injuries at fullback position. We've got enough to get over the centre half position, I think, and where we're lacking on it. Well, I say we've got enough. We're playing Pat there, which takes him out, so it changes a little bit. We're okay while we had Charlie playing, but he's out and he's having to have this treatment. So 1 or 2 things in it, and it, like I said to you, I don't want to make excuses. So if we get them back, I'm sure we'll get back on track. It's just, you know, Skip's just said, you know, you said with the question at Skip, the fact is we've had enough chances to win it 5 times over. So I'm offering you an excuse, and the truth is we're not scoring goals. You know, Tom's missed a header a day that, you know, he just has to guide it.
I think it's changed. It's not really been. I mean, we went for a spell where we scored 1 in 3 a few games ago, and I felt like we weren't really creating that many chances in those games. Whereas today was the complete opposite, in the fact that we've created an absolute hatful of chances but not taken them. But yet I still don't think the performance was, despite all the opportunities, I don't think that was our usual standard today, I felt.
No, it wasn't. It genuinely wasn't. You know, we took the go 2-0 down to play at pace. On Wednesday night, it took 20 minutes from the end to play how we want to play. We spoke about the end of the game. You know, I don't know. I put my hand up, so I'm going to put my hand up. I don't know the answer, because you're capable of playing like that every game, and if you play like that, we're going to win the majority of our games. But we can't be leaving it to 20 minutes from the end to sort of go, okay, we'll have a go now. You know, we've got to be doing that from the start, and we've started the last 2 games brilliantly. We've taken the lead on Wednesday. We were in complete charge today. But in both games, Wednesday, Alex gives the ball away, they score. Today, it's 1 ball. I can't even offer an excuse up for it. I mean, Weddy's been probably our shining light this season, along with 1 or 2 boys. But you know, when you think of his age, he's come in, and whether he's just misjudged it, he's gotten the ball, he's let it bounce, and the second he let it bounce, we're in trouble. Dan Green's got no option but to come out. And look, it was a bit soft, but at the end of the day, it's a penalty. You know, I'd stand here and go, it was a bad decision. It wasn't. It was a penalty. And then you're 1-0 down. So then you have that dynamic that all of a sudden we've got to chase a game of a game that we were in total charge of. So I'm a little bit lost, if I'm honest with you. For you know, I was in the week, and I'm a little bit lost today. That where we seem to have a spell in the middle of the game at the moment where we lose away a little bit, and then we kind of regain it late on, and late on it was like non-stop us.
Yeah.
Balls are flat.
Is it? Would you say, Skip? Is it a mentality issue? Is it us looking at the table and thinking, well, they're down there? I mean, I think we've got enough experience at this level now to know that you can't be anything other than 100%, and shows again today that they're down towards the bottom end and we're towards the top, and there's not a great deal between a lot of the teams, is there, at this level?
I don't think there's anything between any of the sides. Sides will come to us. We're in a position that we wanted to be in. I don't know whether we're still in the playoff positions after today's results, but we're in the playoff positions. Opposition are looking at that, and they're coming and some of them are doing a job on us. And if you're honest with you, they're doing what we do or did to other sides previously, where you go to a top 3, top 4, top 5 sides and you keep it tight, and you give them nothing, and you see how the game pans out. And we're in a position at the moment where we're creating chances, we're not taking the chances. And then of course, if you miss 1, miss 2, miss 3, you can't see a goal, and then people are on edge, and one mistake and we're getting punished. But I'm going to say every side in this league and every side up and down the country will go through stages where they're creating chances and not scoring them. There'll be another game where we don't deserve anything at all, and we'll get a lucky decision or a lucky break, and we'll nick it 1-0, and we'll all be driving home thinking, how have we won that? So, I mean, Captain Coles always says, don't let the highs get too high and don't let the lows get too low. But it's my birthday tomorrow. I ain't got many left, so I'm on a bit of a gutter really. But you got to laugh. And the good thing is the lads come in here and they're hurting, etc. But let's be realistic. We don't all earn a living out of this, and so we're here to enjoy it. So it's good when they're gutted, etc. Because it means something to them. So the positives are, I enjoy their company, I enjoy the club, I enjoy the football, I enjoy the Saturdays, I enjoy the midweeks. When you win, it's just the icing on the cake. So you have to take the rough with the smooth. Gutted though.
And on that bombshell, enjoy your birthday, Skip, and try not to let that put a dampener on your.
Yeah.
Thank you.
As he ain't got many, how old is he with not many left?
41.